Hello, everyone. Welcome to West Coast Pop. This is Rampage 10:01 live stream. We're going to watch the whole show together. We got a lot going on here. Hit us up in the comments. We are going to have some fun. We got a Jackson versus Bryan Danielson. We got a hair match. It's going to be a fun show. 1 hour of good times. Leave your comments. We're going to have a blast. We're also going to go through October magazine of WWF here, 1991. So we're going to have some fun with this. All right. Man of Steel is finishing up right now. You guys like Man of Steel? It was okay. A little too dark. Chat's right here. When are you starting? Visuals Ridge. I'm sorry, I can't read the name, but glad to have you on, buddy. We are starting right now. This is Rampage. The credits are ending. Man, this could be good. Bryan Danielson again in a match. I like that it's not overly hyped. It's just straight to the point, set up on Dynamite. And now we're getting it right away. I'm watching right here on TNT's website, so let me know what you guys are watching on, if you guys have any issues at all. Yep, this is going to be a nice, fun hour. What do you guys think of Dynamite? You guys watch SmackDown tonight? I'll watch it after this, and then after that, I watch ROH. This is Rampage. There we go. We know what that means, JR. Rochester, New York. So this was pre-taped. I did not read spoilers or anything like that. If you did, please do not spoil them in the chat, but love to hear your comments on anything going on. Starting it off again. DBBD. Sorry, we got to switch that up. Again, this is part of the Brody Lee night here that this was taped. Bryan Danielson again coming out. I wish they'd start filming Rampage separately now, because sometimes the pops aren't as big when they come out on Rampage because they're already out during Dynamite. Here we go. They're just going to do the super click stuff. They're going to make it make everyone kind of come out to the same thing. Still the Young Bucks music, but the video package is different. Nick Jackson. Big Nick energy. Okay. Cutler out with them. The spray cans again. That guy is just pointless. I don't even think he does the sidekick gimmick that well. Just kind of goofy. A lot going on tonight. The SmackDown that airs tonight is the first part of the draft. The second half airs Monday night. With anyone who does not get drafted, they are going to be free agents who will get peppered in throughout the next week or so. So we'll see what happens there. A little setup for the Elite here. 30-minute time limit. I like the draw that they did with Kenny Omega. I thought that was great. It makes both of them put on a great match that you want another one, and it's more like a legit reason for another one between these two. I don't want it done with like a lot of people. We got Taz, we got Excalibur, we got good old JR in commentary. If I'm missing someone, let me know. Bryan Danielson getting the chant. Are you guys enjoying Rampage so far? Is it still a solid show for you? Is it turning into a B show? What do you think? Not the biggest Young Buck fan. I'm just yeah, they put on great matches. They can do stuff in the ring. That's obvious. It's just a lot of the other stuff they do is, we'll say, borrowed. Anybody use that spray? Anyone that works out? The cold spray. Tope Suicida. Really quick, if anyone watched Roads to the Top, let me know what you thought of it. It was okay. It was kind of half promotion for AEW, a little bit reality show, and something else I can't put my finger on. But let me know your thoughts on Roads to the Top. I've never let someone put their fingers up my nose like that. I can't do that. This is a cool move. That'd honestly be an awesome stretch right there. I would probably pay $20 an hour for him to put me in that. Nick Jackson with the John Morrison pants. Where's John Morrison been lately? Thought he was getting some kind of a push. Maybe with the Miz on Dancing with the Stars, that's just put on hold. This is beautiful. There's no Chris Jericho on commentary. I love the sell of the lariat. And when you went against people like Bradshaw, when you get the clothesline from hell, stuff like that, that was a nice sell by Bryan Danielson right there. What is the sentence they're saying? If you know the sentence that the crowd just chanted, please let me know in the chats. I have the volume down a little bit low because sometimes it gets a little messy on here. Who's your favorite AEW wrestler right now? I hate to be this guy, but I think Adam Cole is mine. Loved him in NXT. He seems to be back with his friends and having fun right now. His girl's there, obviously, so he's just at home. It seems like that. His theme song is Calm Like a Bomb. Play the two next to each other, but it's still an awesome theme song. Number 1 on the iTunes metal chart. JR also said is number 1 on the rock chart. JR also says that Adam Cole comes to the ring weighing 487 pounds. Again, at the commercials, we're going to page through October 1991 WWF Magazine. 1991. Smash TV. You guys remember this? Fun game. Nice 2-player game. Just a lot of fun. You're in a room, you're on a TV show, and a bunch of guys come in and you just blast them. Good stuff. If you got an emulator or something like that, play it. Again, man, what a great stretch this would be. Oh. I feel like I want to go to wrestling school just to work out all the kinks. Jackson really does look like Morrison. I think Frankie Monet is going to get called up tonight. Speaking of Morrison, she is something else. I like her. Do we have to hear from CM Punk? I mean, do we? That's going to be a good match. No disqualification women's match. We've got the hair versus hair match. Orange Cassidy versus Jack Evans. As a guy with no hair, I do not want Jack Evans to lose his hair. I feel bad. Bryan Danielson is so good. He wrestles a completely different kind of match than he just did with Kenny. That's how good he is. Being trained by Justin Liger. He's very good too. Like right there, when he went into the turnbuckles, he didn't land on the back of his head because of injuries. Why risk it? Land on your side. Smart worker. And the other Jackson, little interference. Well, there's a lot of action going on. We have to take a break. Picture in picture. Let's go through the magazine. I know there's still a match going on, but 1991 October, Macho and Elizabeth right here after the big SummerSlam event. Match made in heaven and a match made in hell. Table of contents, again, nicely laid out. Beautifully done. Back when this company gave a shit. You can join the official fan club right here. You get a lot. All new fan club cassette, an 8-minute cassette tape of your favorite WWF stars theme music. That's fucking dope. 4 autographed color prints of Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, Tugboat, and Rhythm and Blues. I'll take that. A 12-inch cardboard cutout of the Ultimate Warrior, a buddy band, all that and more. Around the ring here, nice little segment that they do. And if you remember this, if you remember growing up in like the late 80s and the 90s, what better way to get your movies than through Columbia House? 6 movies for $6.99 each, plus $1 something shipping and handling for each one. You got movies like Die Hard 2, Ghost, Hunt for Red October. Those were the movies of the time right there that were just released on VHS. Yeah. Oh, I missed that. We are back. We'll continue on after the match. Taz is so good on the mic. So I don't know if you need a Samsung TV for this, but if you can, please go and check out Samsung TV. It's a whole kind of, it's like their own streaming service that pops up on their TVs. I don't know if you can get it online or anything else, but there is an Impact Wrestling Network. It is so fun to watch because they show a lot of the pay-per-views from when Impact was good. I'm sorry, it's just not that good anymore. The production is very weird. Great talent though. So I just wish someone would step in and just beef it up a little bit. You don't need that much money to make it look better. ROH has less money, and for some reason, I think ROH looks 10 times better than Impact, but that's just me. I think it's the goofy characters in Impact that ruin it. But if you can, Impact Wrestling Network on Samsung TV, it is a blast with the past on it. Every now and then when I watch it at night, I'll text the guys here from the show and let them know what pay-per-view I'm watching and what current WWE guys and AEW guys are on that pay-per-view. Bryan Danielson hulking up, spitting in Jackson's face. I've never let another wrestler spit in my face either, and I would never let anyone snot rocket me either. I would break character and just whoop someone's ass. You can land on your feet like that. So good. Man. So he's not going to use the yes kicks. He's not going to use the yes chant himself. He wants to move on and try something different and make something else new here in AEW. But I'm sure he enjoys the fans still doing it. It was a big deal. It was a big part of his career. So that is some violence, Taz. Wrestling is violence. That's what it is. Brandon Cutler. Him and Nakazawa. them and the Good Brothers being just so like wacky, zany, and whatever, they just make the whole super click and the Elite just not seem too dangerous to me. Having a match with Kenny sounds awesome. Just the thought of them as a click in general. They got to get rid of the dead weight. I mean, Team Taz seems a little bit more like threats. Another chant for Bryan. Oh, I don't know if that hit right. The label lock. Do you like the stage setup in Dynamite and Rampage? I feel like something's missing. I don't like that middle piece. It looks like a chandelier in an old supper club. I feel like that was just made for Cody's entrance. I think they could do something better. Maybe a giant fist. Man, I'd never take a bump on the apron. That is hard stuff right there. I hope this match ends kind of quick. I want the women to have more of a time to wrestle on here. You got 3 women here who need some exposure, and they're working an Extreme Rules match, which wasn't done this Sunday on Extreme Rules pay-per-view on Peacock. Hop on the cock. Watch WWE. Bryan Danielson can sell, man. He can sell because, again, this is a nice stretch. Big crowds, man. That was the one thing people were saying when AEW started. They need to sell big crowds. They're doing it. AEW is legit. Yeah, kick him in the face. They just said Bryan Danielson came here to face the best competition in the world. So there might be better wrestlers in other companies, like AJ Styles. He's a great wrestler. He's in WWE. But this is the best wrestling that is really largely mainstream. I think the best wrestling could be said that it could be in ROH, but that is for another debate. But if you want great matches and you are a wrestler, especially an independent wrestler, you want to go to AEW. The WWE paychecks aren't going to be there anymore because Nick Khan will see that on paper and fire you if you're making too much money. You basically have to be an old guy they're going to bring back or an executive to make big money in WWE anymore. I kind of want to see Bryan lose this just to mix it up. And what do you guys think? You think that hurt Bryan Danielson if he lost tonight? Because he's still got to make the super click look strong. I know Cutler's not doing it. There we go. Never mind. Answered. Bryan Danielson picks up a win. That was good. Prime Time. Thanks for joining. Prime Time says no, he should win. Nick is a tag guy, so he'll be fine. Good point. Thank you for having the good point here on the stream. Back with another stream, Prime Time. You know it. It's got to be done. Keep things moving. Keep people like you involved here. That's what we love to do with the channel. It's going well. Prime time, do you check out SmackDown at all? I have not yet because it does not air here for another hour and 40 minutes. Prime time. We're ships in the night here. I did not catch the draft yet. Not yet. I'm going to watch it later tonight before I watch ROH. Because, again, I watch it on cable. I recorded it on cable. Got some confrontation going on here in the ring. It comes on 8 p.m. Pacific time here. So if you want, catch out a video I just put up this morning for the draft. It's a fun video. It's about 7.5 minutes, but it's a fun take on WWE and the draft. If you want to check it out, it's on the page. Check it out after the stream, of course. Prime time again in the chats. Do you believe the TBS championship is coming? I do believe it is, and I do believe it's going to be for the women. My issue with that is they need to promote the women more. There's barely, they have a lot of women on Dark Elevation, but they're not really featured that much on TV here. So, do you believe it's coming? Do you think it's going to be for the women? Do you think it's going to be another championship for the men? Let me know, Prime time. So I think we're going to do a 4-on-4 match on Dynamite. I like this pairing. Let Christian focus on Impact right now. Then he can come back here after he loses the title to an Impact person. Let's bring it back to Impact. Then you give him some good storylines. We're going to hear from Powerhouse Hobbs and Hook. We're going to hear from Hook. Hook, he'll be in the upcoming Spider-Man Far From Home, No Way From Home, Homeboys from Outer Space. I forgot what the new Spider-Man's called. It was a Spider-Man joke. He looks like Tom Holland. Ricky Starks' pad looks good. That is not his house. He has not collected enough paychecks in AEW for that house. It fits the gimmick, though. I know. Ooh, that car. Seen that car driving around town. Promote Ricky Starks, man. I like it. Pearl bracelet? Okay. All right. I guess we'll build Ricky Starks up a little bit more for something big. He is the FTW champion, or is he not? I forgot. That belt doesn't really matter. All right, we got a commercial. We are going back to 1991 October. Fan forum here. Who is that? Who's giving the headlock? That's Mr. Rotunda himself, the dad of Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas. Bray Wyatt, when do you think he's coming? October, like right before Halloween. That is the actual 90-day no compete clause. Again, he can choose to not get paid for the appearances, a la Mickie James in NWA. And if you are looking for a good time, check out these games right here from 1991. You got a board game and some versus card games right there. Beautiful stuff. Bobby the Brain, you got to give this man his own segment in the magazine and wrap up your holiday season right here. Look at this. 12 issues, $20. What a fucking steal. 12 issues, $20. This issue alone. $2.50 US. And for those in Canada, it is $3.25. And in the UK, $1.95 lire. Again, they had jobbers. Again, they tried to push the Bully. Yeah, I don't really remember him. But I do remember playing WrestleFest in the arcade. Look at that lineup right there. Mr. Perfect was always my choice. Back when Slaughter was a heel. Legion of Doom. Jake the Snake. Fan-freaking-tastic. And now, okay, we're going to do a spotlight right here. And this man is what I think NXT is going to do, or what WWE in general is going to do with people. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. One of the greatest of all time, easily. One of the greatest WrestleMania matches with Macho Man, easily. What did they do to him? They dressed him as a dragon. So again, this was kind of cool because he blew fire as he stood up on the turnbuckle when he entered the ring. Nice thing to do, but they made him a cartoon. They called him the dragon. It was what it was. Oh, here's him blowing the fire. Pretty dope, especially if you're there live. But again, let me know in the comments what you think. Is that what they're going for in WWE now? Is that why they don't want any independent talent anymore? Because they can have Braun Breakers, who I actually like, but you can control everyone a little bit more. You can control their names. Let me know if we're getting the Dragon. Got 30 seconds left. We talked about Columbia House. Here it is, the CDs. Got REM, Whitney Houston. We got over here Doors compilation, Mariah Carey, Michael Bolton, Madonna, the Immaculate Collection, just so you can get a feel for what time of the time it was. And then here, we'll go again with Mr. Rotunda. Erwin R. Shyster. Again, more gimmicks is what WWE is trying to do. IRS, that was his gimmick. Erwin R. Shyster, nice spread on him. You could have a Rotunda stable in AEW, but I think they're going to go with something so Bray can be more creative. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you have any old merch, any old magazines, any old cards. If you got a wrestling buddy, I got some of those nice old solid plastic figures where you just pull them back and they do a move. Always good stuff. There he is. There is Ricky Starks joining on commentary. He is the FTW champion still. This is nice. You got Team Taz kind of on there with Excalibur. It's kind of cool. I like it. And Ricky Starks is really good. I kind of rather have Mark Henry on there still, but it's because I don't watch. All right, more stuff with CM Punk. The Rancid hoodie. I love Rancid. One of my favorite bands. I just love them. Again, Lars Fredrickson just basically said, "Hey, Ruby Riott, you can't use your name anymore. Why not call yourself Ruby Soho? That was what your first half of the name was from anyways. Here's our song. Have a blast. Grow. Be you." Great band. Do you feel at all that the influx of WWE guys with Cole and Bryan Danielson took away a little bit from Punk, or do you just think it's like, in my opinion, I think it's found its place just all of a sudden? Had a lot of issues with some AEW stuff before, but I think the right ex WWE guys came over and they're helping out. Like, look at Malachi's creativity. That's helping out. It's adding a lot to whenever he's on screen. Jade Cargill, what do you take on her? Little green outfit too, but little green in the ring. Promos sometimes feel forced, but she's getting there. And first of all, the look, outstanding. Her manager's kind of a funny guy. I do like him, but she has yet to be that full heel that I think she can be, especially a woman her size, her stature. She looks like she lives in a weight room. Unreal. Who's next here? Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose always seems to be in the picture, but also lost in the shuffle at the same time. Very, very odd AEW booking with Nyla Rose. She comes out with Vicky, but Vicky doesn't do too much. I'd like to see more Vicky Guerrero. I like the pyro. Reminds me if you ever see Metallica do Fuel live. Very cool. Very simple. Just fire. Coming out next. Oh, man. It's got to be one of the all-time faves in wrestling right now, huh? This should be a fun match. Thunder Rosa. Here we go. hardest working person in wrestling. You can follow us on Instagram. You can see the little thing in the scroll down there. But also, if you can, follow her on Instagram. Constantly working, constantly promoting, constantly just grinding, and always in a positive way. Always big things coming from Thunder Rosa. She's got her promotion going on. She's got this. She's in a lot of places. And I say hold off on her and Britt for a while. She's good, just solid everything. Ooh, that was nice. You guys got in this match. I'm going to say Cargill takes it. They need to start building her more, and then you can do a feud with Nyla Rose and Thunder Rosa, who are very established. That'll be fun, and then you just kind of get Jade to that next point. All right, we're at the halfway point here of AEW Rampage. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for watching. Again, leave comments. I want to know what you think about everything. And again, during the commercial breaks, we are visiting October 1991. I think there should be a mandatory of at least one women's match and one women's segment on Rampage. I think they should do more on Dynamite, but let's start with Rampage. You can start making this the show that focuses a little bit more on the women. Again, I'm not watching the dark shows on YouTube. I got enough wrestling to watch. Like tonight, I'm watching this with you guys. Then it's on to SmackDown. Then it's on to ROH. I'm going to try to squeeze in Bravo's Below Deck. Oh, what a saucy show. Well, you know where we're going. We're going to commercial. So we're going back to 1991, October Magazine. A nice spread on the Battle of the Titans here. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, man. Great in-ring. Great in-ring. Him versus Slaughter. Very odd time for Slaughter. But, you know, he was getting the rub. There we go. Anvil takes it. Again, they used to go through actual matches here because you basically had superstars for 1 hour a week, usually on the weekends, in the mornings, and then I forgot the other one. If you can remember the other name, let me know in the chats here. But they had two shows about an hour long, and that's when they featured things. And there was a lot of stuff with like jobbers. So there's a lot of people getting wins, and I don't know, I guess it's kind of like dark. One of the big things here in this issue, they focus on Miss Elizabeth. Very odd too, because one of the only women in WWF at the time. But fantastic, great stuff, all about her and her time in WWF, her with Macho, her with Hogan, her ups and downs. Very nice little piece here on Miss Elizabeth. And obviously, when they got engaged, and the SummerSlam beforehand, when they got married, most beautiful ceremony ever on television. Luke and Laura, you can suck it. And then we're going to hit up the merchandise catalog. That is good stuff in here. The Fall Winter 1991-1992 merch catalog. All right, you got your Hogan section here. Everything Hogan, whatever they made, Hogan's name was on it. They did promote other people. This is when they started doing stuff with more tag teams and other people as well, not just Hogan, Macho, and Warrior. They really started pushing Legion of Doom merchandise. That was a big deal. These were the coolest things. Foam pad shoulders. Check those out. That's a product right there. Now we're going to go into some t-shirts, some posters, some other merch. Get your big boss man hat there. And again, how do you do this? You use an order form. You write down what you want. You write down the quantity, and you send this in. Yes, I know this sounds weird to anyone who is not old like me, but you figure shipping and handling up to $20, $3.95 USA, 20 to 35, $4.95. Just a whole it's a process. It's a process. We have 30 seconds till everything comes back. You mail all that in. Some more t-shirts here. I'm gonna break this damn thing. Look at that Rockers poster right there. Couple of panty droppers right there. What some dudes. Then you get some fun stuff here. You got the wrestling buddies on the bottom. Those were cool. You got some other random stuff here. You got chairs so you can sit on people. Okay. All right, match is back. Keep watching. I'm just going to go through the rest of the merch section here. Then you got some basic WWF stuff. Nice hat, shirt, the bag. And then you get some random other stuff here. You got some card collector stuff here. Popcorn buckets, tins, some autographed posters here that you can get, or autographed sheets, not posters. A lot of stuff you can buy in this magazine. It was pretty cool. And then here, if you're the Ultimate fan and your parents were as rich as people in John Hughes movies, check that out. You can go to sleep with your favorite wrestlers every single night. Ooh, what a rush. There you go. Look at that. The whole bedroom set up there. Big Boss Man, Ultimate Warrior. That's some good stuff right there. The Bushwhackers. I'm sorry. I'm not falling asleep on the Bushwhackers. Nah. I'm good. If anyone wants to call, there's a 1-900 number. Ask for your parents' permission before you call. How much does this cost? Estimated length is 4 minutes. Why would they ever tell you the cost? Doesn't sound like WWE at all. Hey, Hulkamaniacs, here's your chance to hear from the Hulkster. Every day you can hear a new power-packed message from me, or you can play my Hulk Hogan WWF Wrestling Challenge, where I'll be in your corner as you wrestle against the baddest dudes in the WWF. Oh, here we go. Sorry. $149 for the first minute, 99 cents each additional minute. Available for touch tone and rotary callers. Give them a call sometime. 1-900-454-HULK. Last time we did this, we called the merch store. It is out of business. That line is. But it is a Stamford, Connecticut number. Nyla Rose here. Dangerous spot for Thunder Rosa. She slips out of the way. Thunder Rosa goes through. There we go. Got a pin in the ring. Bring her on up, Thunder. This is more of an Extreme Rules match than we got at Extreme Rules. This is I don't even care if this is an answer to Extreme Rules. Like, fuck Extreme Rules. Jade Cargill with a chair. Here we go. Ooh. I wouldn't take a chair shot. Nope. I'd take it there on the shoulder. Let me know in the chats. Any dangerous moves you would or would not take? I would definitely not take any headshots. No, sorry. I'm already forgetting shit in my age. And that's it. Jade Cargill takes the win. A much needed win. I don't want to say Nyla or Thunder Rosa are expendable. They have enough momentum behind them. They're good. Thunder Rosa, she could lose a lot, and I'd still be good with her. Good above camera shot of Jade. Show her off. I like the theme song too. What a decent theme song, man. Just like this cool guitar over a nice beat. That's got to be one of my favorites right now. I hate a lot of theme songs. Again, theme songs borrow too much. Adam Cole, Rage Against the Machine's Come Like a Bomb. Again, love them both. I listen to Adam Cole's while I'm working out, but we can do better. Speaking of Malachi, here we go. Do you guys want to see more Cody and Malachi? The Dynamite crowd is not behind Cody. Any thoughts on an end game for this feud? I just don't know. Because Cody's now booed. He's turning heel. We've grown weary of the Nightmare Family too, man. I'm okay with this promo. Malachi Black just sitting in a stairwell delivers a great promo, and WWE didn't know what to fucking do with him. Unreal. It's a joke. That's what it is. It's a joke, really. It's what it is. You don't know what to do with Malachi Black? This man's handing you stuff. Bray Wyatt is handing you stuff. They're selling merch, and you don't want them? You get rid of them? Fucking idiots. All right, we're on a commercial break. So again, we're going to go back to October 1991. Yeah, we got 180 seconds. Ego. A whole thing on has he changed. They're trying to rebrand him in this article without turning him heel. It goes through the history of how he won the belts multiple times and who he beat. It goes on for a little bit. Yeah, we all know the story. We all know the main events of WrestleMania. That's another thing about back in the day. You can go and look at the main events of WrestleMania up through, I'd say, at least 8. And you can basically pinpoint Hulk Hogan's entire career. Like, you don't need to remember too many other moments. There's some decent stuff on like some Saturday Night's main events and stuff, but other than that, it was just the main events of those pay-per-views. I don't know. You look at that today. You look at someone like Bryan Danielson today. You look at I'm trying to think. Britt Baker. Britt Baker. Tons of moments, right? Hogan. WrestleMania moments. That's it. You know, kind of moments I like. Moments where I get to go to a happy place when I was young. A very happy place. A place called Toys R Us. Toys R Us with the WWF merch. You can get a belt for $13. Wrestling buddies. $22.99. Giant ass Ultimate Warrior for $24.99. How big is that thing? Oh, talking figures. $25? Get the fuck out of here. What else we got here? Check it out, video gamers. Look at that. Nintendo game. Wrestling Challenge. $50. So you look at a game now, it's $70. $20 between 1991 and 2021. So it's a little check in prices here. We're going to go, since AEW's like the home of tag teams, that's where we want to be. They do a spread on the Beverly Brothers, they're a heel tag team, but also kind of a jobber tag team. They serve their purpose. Knock the camera. That's all right. Again, they just didn't really take off. They had their spots, but it wasn't, to me, they never felt like a big deal. Big old article on them, though, because in the magazines, that's how you put them over when you don't have that much TV time. You don't have the internet. You don't have social media. You got to do it in print. And here it is. Big spread on the Beverly Brothers in the 1991 October edition of the WWF magazine. We got some time yet before it comes back. Bam. Great spread. Kind of like Malachi Black. So it's kind of playing out that. You get the gimmick going. Everything is looking good here. Jake the Snake Roberts. The man knew his gimmick so well. The man sold everything perfectly. Jake the Snake, man, I'm so glad he's back and he's healthy and he's with us. He just announced something about how healthy he is right now from whatever he was recovering from. So hopefully we see him back on AEW television soon, maybe without Lance Archer. Look at this stuff. Working stuff out with the Ultimate Warrior in the graveyard. If you guys remember this, otherwise look it up. 1991, Jake Roberts, Ultimate Warrior. I don't know if Warrior came out looking the best in this, but Jake the Snake fucking did. And you know what, folks? Don't wrestle with your gift ideas this Christmas. All the WWF fans on your holiday gift list will love the new WWF popcorn tin. That's right. Only $19.95 for your popcorn tin. Fantastic. Oh, and there it is. The 4-on-4 match set at Dynamite here. Sheeta versus Serena Deeb. That's happening on Dynamite. That's going to be a good one. This. Sammy Guevara versus Bobby Fish. This is the kind of Forbidden Door stuff I like. MLW's Bobby Fish coming into Dynamite. And rumor has it you got to look at this. The Casino Ladder match. Winner receives a world title match. So far you have Lance Archer, Mox, Andrade, and Pac. So now there are 2 other spots and a Joker. So there's 3 other spots yet set up for that. Mark Henry. I love Mark Henry so much. Mark Henry is one hell of a person. He's a legit awesome human being. And just to end the Jake the Snake Ultimate Warrior stuff, some last images for you. Oh, they're not going to cut Orange Cassidy's hair. This is almost ridiculous. This is not going to happen. Hey, am I a bald-headed bum? Don't comment on that. Good stuff from Orange Cassidy. Nice delivery. Stayed in character. Nice. What is it, Mark? Mark Henry, man. I want him to do books on tape. Hair versus hair matches, man. The refs got clippers, the barber scissors. Orange Cassidy with the most overplayed Pixies song. I love the Pixies. Just everyone uses this song in Hollywood. It's exhausting. It's like if they use Smells Like Teen Spirit. Same thing. But whatever. If you're not busy, join us Sunday, 4:00 p.m. Pacific time. We do the show. Me, Eric Knock. It's a funny guy with 2 independent wrestlers. Great folks. We do a show 4:00 right here on the YouTube channel, 4 p.m. Pacific time. We discuss the week in wrestling. We discuss some news and rumors, and then we do a whole lot more. We have discussions on certain topics in wrestling. We play games. We do trivia, and we try to freshen it up each week. We don't do the exact same thing every week because it's boring. But at the end, we always end with promo school. Again, especially we came up with this during quarantine. Promo school helps them kind of stay in touch here since they can't really get on the mic right now. It helps, and you can take some tips from that away. And I try to do a lot of the promo schools based on some of the improv classes and the teaching from there. The games I learned in improv from Second City and IO and stuff like that. So join us this Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time for the West Coast Popcast. It's a lot of fun, and it's live. So if you have something to say, we'll read it on air. Jack Evans, his face says it all. He's losing. I'm sorry, there's enough bald people in wrestling. And some of us can't help it. Again, if you're watching the draft on SmackDown tonight and again on Monday, please check out a video we just put up. It's about 7.5 minutes long. It's just a fun little take on WWE and their draft. So it's right here on the West Coast Popcast YouTube channel. You guys feeling Jack Evans? I feel he's... Unless he wanted to shave his head. If he said, hey, I want to shave my head, you guys want to book a match, a hair versus hair match. If that's not the case, I feel like he's being used. Not Vince McMahon used. That's a different... Orange Cassidy, the only man I've ever seen have jeans with drawstrings. I guess the belt was whatever. Too much work. This is one nice thing about Rampage. No matter what you take away from some of the episodes, a match like this, so you get Jack Evans into a main event in a slot. It's got to feel good for him. It's kind of how you take care of people in your company. You give them certain things like this. With the gimmick in the back here, it makes sense for it to be a main event. A casual viewer is just going to kind of cruise by like a hair versus hair match. Oh, I remember those from back in whatever era. If they grew up with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, even before that, they had hair versus hair matches. So we have to take a final commercial break, Excalibur says. They're going to have ads, like for movies. Marty, I'm standing next to a racist. Go back in time and fix him from being an asshole. Yeah, there's a lot of Hogan here. Hogan at the Special Olympics. It's the Hogan era, so what do you expect? They had this Private Eye segment in the magazines. It was basically their celebrity wing. There you see him with Don Johnson. Is that Bob Saget? Yeah, Bob Saget and Wayne Gretzky. Danny Tanner and Hulk Hogan, both awful fathers. I'm sorry, they're both awful, awful fathers. Again, 12 issues, only $20. $20. It's like an extra value meal at McDonald's here in LA. And then we see Hogan with some more famous people. Well, I only know one of them. John Bon Jovi right there. The smile, the hair, the catchy songs. Again, this is 1991 October issue of WWF Magazine. We are watching AEW Rampage. It is a commercial break, so we are going through this right here. You do have a picture-in-picture where Jack Evans is in control of the match right now. Really quick, they let you know what the Survivor Series is because that's coming up. Again, you got to advertise in print back in 1991. And a Viewpoint, you get the Big Boss Man having an article, just like giving Jack Evans the main event on Rampage. You give people like Big Boss Man, Mr. Ray Traylor himself, articles in print. Bodybuilding magazine. And here, you got Tenta in the middle here. Crossword puzzle. If you want to screenshot that, try to figure out those questions. If you want to screenshot that, try to do it yourself. Big bad earthquake in the middle there. And of course, it gives you last month's as well. All right, we're almost done with this. We're almost done with Rampage. We are at the end, caught in the act. Sensational, a.k.a. Scary Sherry, helping out the $1 Million Man. That's who she was with at the time. Always cheating. And apparently another Hulk Hogan thing. Everything was Hogan. Everything was Hogan. Absolutely everything. And of course, we close it out again with Smash TV. Great game. If you can find it, get it. And there it is right down there. Smash TV. Anyone feeling these new Addams Family cartoons? The Munsters, Rob Zombie's Munsters, is coming along nicely. They are building the set. Mockingbird Lane is almost complete. Very cool stuff if you want to look at that. And let's see if we have No. Okay. Well, Jack Evans on the outside now. Simple almond milk on the inside with picture in picture. And now we're back at it. Okay. Orange Cassidy taking on Matt Hardy. Who do you think is having it better right now, Matt Hardy or Jeff Hardy? I hope Jeff gets drafted to SmackDown tonight, and I hope he gets more of a push. He really deserves it, especially after his match at Extreme Rules. Jeff Hardy, he still has it. Matt is just too cartoony for me. Jack Evans getting a good amount of offense in, but again, he's going to lose. This match would be on Dynamite if Orange Cassidy was going to lose his hair. If I am wrong and Orange Cassidy wins, leave a comment, viewer's choice. I will do a challenge on the show, the West Coast Popcast show, which airs live Sundays, 4 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the West Coast Popcast YouTube station. So if Orange Cassidy does, get his head shaved tonight. Open challenge. I will do a dare. I'll even shave my head. Yeah, see, the crowd right now is the problem with filming Rampage and Dynamite back-to-back. They know they're about 5 minutes away from going home. There we go on the top rope. I think this is the big miss. Yep. Taz and Excalibur together, man. So good. Nice slide by Orange Cassidy. We go. DDT. Orange Cassidy kind of looks like if Dennis the Menace grew up. Kind of turned out to be a dick. Not that Orange is a dick or anything. Just. Ooh, almost had it. Wait a minute. Ricky Starks is still on commentary, but he didn't say anything for like 20 minutes. Wait a minute. Butcher comes out in a fucking Mickey Mouse shirt. Come on, man. Chuck Taylor, Wheeler, and the Alien are out. Matt Hardy bringing on more people. We're going to get some big hitters coming out here. I'm sure Moxley's going to come out. Oh, the Dark Order's coming out. Some of the Dark Order. I'm going to say this right now, too. People think Bray Wyatt's going to come and lead the Dark Order. After Dynamite, Mrs. Huber herself should lead the Dark Order. Holy shit, did she have a presence on camera? And that's it. Orange Cassidy. He wins. Jack Evans. Don't let another wrestler cut his hair. That usually doesn't end up right. Usually scrapes are involved. Nope, Chucky is going to do it. He's got the barber shirt on. I mean, yeah, hit him from wearing a bucket hat. I'm sorry. If you wear a bucket hat, unless your name is LL Cool J or Samuel Jackson, it's a Kango, don't wear a bucket hat. You look like I don't know. You look less than a sidekick. I've said this before. You look like the third person to die in a horror movie if you have a bucket hat on. Females can pull it off, though. So I guess just men. Men, you look ridiculous. Matt Hardy. The heel manager who takes 30% is leaving one of his troops. Yeah. No, cut that beard off too, man. Scraggly. Casino ladder match this Wednesday, folks. Get ready. That should be good. Oh, Orange Cassidy and Matt Hardy got added. So then there's the Joker. So we got one final surprise on who that could be. I hope it's an AEW original, guys. Some of those people need more shine. Roads to the Top is apparently next. Or was what it was. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Roads to the Top. Let me know what you thought of Rampage tonight. Jack Evans gets his head shaved. I hope he doesn't have a fucked up looking head. No, shave his head. Don't just throw him down. -1's out there. Yeah, you got to finish the job. You got to do it. I lost a hair match with Mother Nature back in the day. Let me know what you thought of the show. It was decent. It was Rampage. Some good stuff in there. -1 with the mustache. There we go. Very sweet moment. Again, this was pre-taped the same night as the Brody Lee tribute Wednesday night. So a nice ending. I like that ending a lot. -1 on the shoulders of Orange Cassidy. The shades on. Looking good, kid. That's it. That's Dynamite. Thank you for watching. Again, leave comments. Let us know what you think. Check out the draft video that is up now on the YouTube page. It's about 7.5 minutes. It's a lot of fun. And otherwise, join us every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, a live show we do here. My Funny Ass with 2 independent wrestlers, Eric and Knock. We put in a nice show here. We do weekend review. We do news and rumors. We do trivia. We do other kind of games. We discuss topics. We have a great time, and it's live, so we get you involved. So again, thank you. This has been Rampage.